Hello and welcome, this is Marcus from InfoSec Governance. This video is all going to be about disabling SMB version 1 and later on enabling SMB signing on Windows. This is all going to be through group policy, so you can configure it in a central location and then push it out to the wider estate. Again, before you do this on a live system or a public system, always make sure that you do it in a test environment first and make sure that it doesn't break anything. So with that, this is all going to be on a Windows Server 2016 machine, but this can be done on all the versions of Windows Server where necessary. So the first things you need to do is just go and open up Group Policy Management. And then if you've got your own group policies, you can either edit one or you can create a brand new one. For us, just focus as a test environment, I'm just going to edit the default domain policy. I wouldn't recommend doing this in your real environment because it's easier just to figure out things when you've got your own policies and you know what's what. Okay, so you just need to go to here and then go down to computer configuration, preferences, Windows settings, and then registry. And what we're going to do here is actually just create some registry entries, which once configured and updated, it'll just push it out to all the computers. And then once the computers update and get the settings, that'll be it. It'll disable SMB version 1. So what you need to do is just right click, go to new, go to registry entry, registry item even. And then for the first one, we're going to disable SMB1 on the server. So what we need to do is just change update, change that to create, leave the hive as HK local machine, and then for the path, what it's going to be is going to be system, current control set, services, LAN man server, parameters, making sure that you spell it all right. And then for the value name, that is going to be SMB1. And then change the value type, change this to reg d word, and then put 0. And hit OK. And that is the registry entry for disabling SMB1 on the server. The next thing we need to do is actually disable SMB1 on the client. So what we're going to do is just go new registry item, and then we're going to say update because the registry value will already be on the client, so we don't need to create it. So again, leave it at the hive as HK local machine. The key path is going to be system current control set services, then mrx smb10, and then for the value name, this is going to be start. Change the value type to d word and number 4, and press OK. And then the last one we need to do is actually this one here disables SMB1 for the client. The next one we're going to do is actually remove the dependencies from SMB1. So once you disable it, there's still going to be some systems or services that have a dependency upon it. So what we need to do is just enable it and then take the dependencies off just so that nothing breaks or anything like that. So what we're going to do here is just say replace, and then the key path system current control set services LAN man workstation, and then the value name is going to be depend on service. And then what we need to do is actually change this and change it to reg multi z, or sz. And then what you need to do is have browser. Make sure you don't type browser. It has to be browser. And then mrx smb20 and then nsi. And then hit OK. And then that would be it. And then the only thing you need to do is either wait for group policy to push it out to all the machines and wait for the machines to reboot, or you could push a GP update / force to force it out across the estate. But it'd probably be easier just to push that out, reboot the machines, and then test it, make sure everything works, make sure there's no issues or anything like that. And then once that's fine, push it out to the wider audience. It might be worthwhile just pushing out little batches at a time, just to make sure that as you're pushing it out to various people around the environment, you're doing like a controlled deployment and making sure things are working fine. And that is that bit for disabling SMB. The next thing we're going to look at is actually enabling SMB signing. SMB signing helps you with the communication within the environment, and it's pretty much stopping man-in-the-middle attacks. So if anyone's sniffing the network without your awareing, they might be able to, capture all the data that's going to cross over SMB. Enabling signing kind of verifies the packets and goes from there. So what we're going to do on this is we're just going to use the same group policy. Again, you could change it or create a new one. And we're going to go into computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, and security settings, and then look for local policies. There we go, and then security options. And what we're going to do here is just go down and have a look. So you need to search for Microsoft Network Clients, digitally signed communications always. This first one is actually, as it says, it's going to enable digitally signed communications on the client. So all you need to do is click that, hit enabled, and click that, and just say yes. The next one we need to do is actually enable it on the server. So you need to look for Microsoft Network Server, digitally signed communications always, which is this one here. So you just double click on that, hit that, and enable, and OK that. And one more is if you actually need SMB1 on the network. So if you did all the stuff before on the first part of this video and you find out that SMB1 is actually required, what you can do is keep SMB1 enabled. However, you could still implement signing. So if you're going to do that, what you need to do is have a look for Microsoft Network Server, digitally signed communications if client agrees. So you can click on this, hit that, and enabled. So this option here, one that's highlighted, that's only needed if SMB1 is in the environment. So if you might have built a disabled SMB1 before, that's fine. You don't have to enable that. If you do need SMB1, which I hope you don't, enable that. And then again, it's just a case of wait for this to be pushed out across all the machines, and then everything should be fine. Again, do it in a test environment first, make sure it all works, and then slowly start pushing it out. I hope this helps, and if there's any questions, feel free to put any questions in the comments below this video. Subscribe to our channel. We'll be pushing out a lot more videos in the coming weeks and months, and it would be nice to get your feedback on things and see what's what. If you want to click on the bell icon, you'll get notified when we actually upload videos, and you can keep current with what we're pushing out. But for now, thanks very much and enjoy.